LeBron not joining the team on the bench, 5, 6 seats down, it looks horrible. But
yeah,
is there more to this, or is it just a picture?
I don't know enough about the specific optics, Dan, but I did talk to somebody very familiar with that organization a couple of nights ago. And one thing he said was that the Lakers better make this deal because it's getting very negative out there. And you heard the chants in the crowd in Indiana. And the message coming from this person was that, the way these young guys are seeing this is that LeBron comes in, and all this talk about how LeBron is going to elevate these guys, they'll develop, they'll become a championship team. Yeah. Before the All-Star break, the feeling is, whether you want to think it's whether it's that way or not, but the feeling is that LeBron is trying to trade them because we know that Rich Paul is the agent of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And, I don't think that, Anthony Davis runs everything by LeBron James, but I would imagine that, Rich Paul has kept LeBron James in the loop on all this, and they have to know, like I said, it's a transparent attempt to get Anthony Davis to the Lakers. And to get him there, if you're just connecting dots, all the young players got to go. So, I mean, these guys are starting kind of their own careers. They're trying to make their own mark in the NBA, and the message they're basically getting and interpreting is that LeBron doesn't want us here. So this has a chance. And, we made some – we talked in the preseason. I used the word combustible to describe that team. We're kind of barreling towards that moment if they get past the deadline with no deal.
Yeah. It'd be great if the players moved away from LeBron on the bench for one game. Instead of the other way around, they just seceded from the union. Did want to ask you before I let you go, Kevin Durant's comments about the article in The Athletic. Do you think that Golden State knows what Kevin Durant's going to do in the offseason?
No, and I've had this conversation. Look, they're kind of bracing for the worst-case scenario, but they're going to come out and recruit him. They're going to be aggressive in trying to retain him, but they're bracing for it. They've got backup plans. I mean, the Durant stuff was just I don't really know what to make of it half the time. With some of the reactions Kevin has to certain things, I mean, Kevin Durant has given himself a tremendous amount of power by signing these one-year contracts. He has been able to dictate what he does, certainly, and he's been able to have that power over organizations over the Warriors over the last few years. But the fallout from that is if you sign one-year contracts, you're going to have people ask, all during the season, where are you going to go next? Yeah. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you sign short-term deals, you have to deal with the questions that come with it.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.